How's everybody doing? Yep, finally getting back out here with the camera going. It's kind of nice out here today. I mean, it's cloudy as all get out. It's going to be raining, I believe. It's been raining almost every day, but it's cooled it down. I'm going to come out here and hit on some rocks. Had no plan whatsoever. I just want to hit some dang rocks is what I want to do. I had a few friends that had watched some of my, they'd been watching some of my videos. I mean, people here that I mean, actual friends that, like an old grade school friend, and then a girl that's a friend of my sister's, that were wanting to know if I could make them a knife, and I've been trying to do that, but I haven't had any luck. I've been busting a bunch of pieces in half, and I don't know that I've got a big enough piece to make a big knife, but I'm gonna come out and hit on some rocks and maybe just try to make some bifaces and just get out of the house. So hey, I better put my other dang glove on here. I don't want to be cutting on my dang hands no more. Got myself right there last night. Still trying to recuperate from that knuckle that I cut real bad. Healed up pretty dang good, but I can't bend it like I could before. Haven't hit any obsidian for a bit. I got this box of rocks over here from Marty Young Bear. He sent me some Knife River flint and some different Texas rock. I've never done it. Never hit anything but obsidian and Keokuk before that. And man, that's a whole different experience there. That other stuff. This stuff here is easy to knock pieces off of. So I don't know. I've been hitting on that. I've been hitting on that, and I haven't hit any obsidian for a while. So this will be a little bit different, but I just figured I'd turn the camera on and record this. Need to get me some other boppers. Or I want to get me some other boppers. This is the original stuff that I had bought when I first decided a couple years ago that I wanted to, that I wanted to get into flint knapping. I bought this set, and you know, I napped for a short while, turned a bunch of rocks into gravel, and not like I got dejected or anything. I just couldn't afford to just keep buying rock, so I had kind of got away from it, and would knapp just, oh, every couple of months or something. I decide to go out there and I just destroy a rock. But then here, several months back, I decided to get back into it again, and I've been doing it fairly regular, and I'm beating these little dang things up, and just from watching everybody else's videos and then seeing the, this is the biggest bopper I've got, so I don't know what that is, a 1-inch, I think. I'm watching other folks' videos, seeing the different size boppers that they're using, and I thought, well, I need to send off and get me some other boppers to try out. So I believe what I'm going to do is get on the order some from Danny Collins. A lot of people get their stuff from him. He's got a lot of nice looking stuff on his site. I believe that's what I'm going to do. I believe that's what I'm going to do. Looks like we got some people pulling up next door over there to look at the house next door to us is for sale. Looks like there's some people pulling up to go look at it. Anybody watching this that that has a YouTube channel and does this, makes videos, instructional videos, or just videos like I do, that just videoing yourself napping, I just want to say thank you. They're very enjoyable to watch, and I've learned a lot from watching those videos. And believe it or not, for me anyway, it ends up helping me when I watch, say, like people like, not say people like me, I don't mean like necessarily like me, but people that are relatively new at it like I am. Watching them is really beneficial to me, because I see some people with the same struggles that I have. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love watching the people that know what they're doing. It's a beautiful thing to watch. But then seeing somebody that has the same struggles as you do, it's reassuring. So I thank you very much for making videos. Keep on doing it. Keep them coming. And Marty, if you watch this, I want to thank you very much for your videos. I get binge watching your videos. I watch the same videos over and over again a lot of times, and it has helped me so much. the patience that you have and how you just take your time, and believe it or not, and I ain't making this up, I'll start having issues and I will change how I'm doing things and start mimicking you, if that makes any sense whatsoever. The way you'll this is just in my head, what I see and what I'm thinking. The way that you'll hit something and you'll take something off like that, but then you'll sit there and you'll go ahead and you just mess with that edge a little bit like that, and then you'll braid that, and then you'll hit again. Not necessarily on that same spot, but so I've started copying that. If I start having issues, I'll slow down and I'll start doing that. And the funny thing is, this is ridiculous. I'm almost embarrassed to even be saying this stuff, but I've usually used my braider like this right here, just because Ryan Gill from Hunt Primitive, his videos is what the first ones that I had seen. That's what got me doing this, and I would watch his videos, and that's just kind of like how he held his braider. I mean, so not knowing anything about it, you see somebody doing something, so you try to do it that way. I'll even, when I start having these issues and I'm thinking, okay, slow down, just do the same thing Marty's doing there. And I'll even hold my braider this way, kind of like you pick your braider up and you hold it like this. As silly as can be, but I'll do that and I'll get control over things again. So thank you very much for your videos that you make. They're not only enjoyable watching them, they teach me to slow down and think about what I'm doing and look at what I'm doing more. I got a neighbor pulling up. I'll be right back. Let me go see what my neighbor wants here. Well, maybe a potential new neighbor. Nice feller. Retired like me. Okay. I don't know if I was talking about anything. I'm sure my mouth was running. It seems to do that. Hopefully it wasn't some life-altering decision I was getting ready to make and now I forgot. I'm guessing not. Okay. Sure how to go about this. Of course, you know, like all of us, you want to try to preserve as much of this rock as you can. I don't know how to get that off there. Okay, let's get back at this. Getting visitors all of a sudden. Getting what I'm doing here. I gotta be careful. Kind of used to that that knife River Flint and stuff Marty sent me. Gotten used to hitting that a bit harder. That was something to get used to. I wasn't used to hitting stuff that hard, dealing with this stuff all the time. So now that I'm into that, I gotta be careful. I go hitting this like that, I'm assuming I'll just snap it. Okay, there's a problem right there. This looks like there's a crack right here. So we're gonna lose a bit of lengthwise, which we would lose anyway because of my skills that I have are not up to snuff as far as utilizing the entire length and width of a rock, but I'm a lot better at it than I used to be. Anybody that does this knows exactly what I'm talking about too. Alright, how do I want to go about this? That crack looks like it goes straight on up, straight across this way, but I don't see it up here anywhere. But this whole dang end may come off there. Okay, what do I want to do? Let me try to get up here where I can hit this somewhere. Yep, hold on to something. Okay. No, I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do that no more for right now. That didn't act like I wanted it to, so what I was asking for it to do either was not something that was possible, or I wasn't going about in the right way. So what I would have done months ago would have been to keep hitting it right there. And I guess I've learned to quit doing that, so I'm learning something. Gosh, I wish I knew how to get what my best plan of attack should be. I'm thinking, because I don't see anything to hit unless I'm to come here, try to go that way. I'm gonna try that and see. There's probably somebody saying, "Oh no, don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that." But I don't know. I won't know until I try it, will I? Just try not to hit it too hard. Okay, that took that off there where I can maybe go some different directions. That was kind of nerve-wracking, but But hey, how do I want to do this? This looks like a crumbly spot here. Didn't react like I thought it would, but okay, so can I come across this away? Golly, I can feel it. I can feel it snapping off right here. Okay, I'll do that no more. And I've probably put some cracks in there doing that. I don't know. I'm guessing maybe because I'm hitting on that cortex right there, it's not grabbing. I'm guessing. I don't know. Alright, so let's see. Look, there's a. I'm guessing I don't know, you can see that discoloration right there. So there's a crack right there. I don't know where it goes. Don't have good enough eyesight or light, but hopefully it's not going to go all the way across there. I don't know. We'll see. I've got to do something here. I'm getting nowhere. Golly. I don't have nothing I feel comfortable hitting. Don't have anything I feel comfortable hitting. Looks like a seashell. That's not something I can get a hold of. That doesn't feel like anything I can get a hold of. Nope, don't be doing that. Okay. I don't need to be taking. God, I wish I wouldn't have done that, because that was pretty flat along the bottom there. I mean, it has this dip, but I mean, I need this up here off, but I don't know how to hit it to get it off of there. I really don't. Golly. And there's a kinked up spot there. Where was that other one at? Right there. Okay, and then where's the one I just found? Over here. Golly, this could go completely, that could go all that way there and take this whole thing off. This one could come in here. Who knows? Oh well, there's only one way to find out. I don't want to be driving stuff across here. I need to get up here where I can come this way. Maybe I can do it right here. Man sakes. Well, I tell you what, taking the break from the obsidian to hit that other stuff doesn't take you long to forget. Doesn't take you long to forget how many little shards jump off of this stuff when you're hitting it. And I have this stuff all over me. Talking that I do is me thinking out loud, so I probably repeat myself a bunch. Just repeat what I'm saying over and over and over again, probably. But I sure wish I knew how I need to come at that. I'm guessing that need to bring something up to get me a platform where I can hit, to come off of that. I'm guessing. Gosh, I don't know. Golly, is that that? Oh, that's that same dang one. As I say, is that another crack in there? think, because I'm getting all this gougy stuff, I think it's because I'm afraid to hit it. I'm afraid to hit it. I think that's maybe what's causing that. I don't know. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. It's got to man up, hit it. If it breaks, it breaks. I mean, don't get me wrong, I ain't talking about I ain't gonna wail on it, but if I'm gonna be trying to take some rock off, I need to take some dang rock off, don't I? Alright, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Alright, don't be afraid of it. I took some of it. Golly. Gotta have some better hand-eye coordination than what old man does. Well, I guess I can't say that. Some of the guys that I watch are my age or older, and they're dang good at this. Come on, baby. Let's see. Let me come across this way. Come on, baby. There we have it. That took some off. That took some off. Guess my whole plan with this was just to get control of this thing. Just get that big old knob off of there. I mean, I'm not gonna take this and try to make something out of it right this second. I will be too mentally exhausted by the time I get this off here to think about taking this any further. That's crazy as could be, isn't it? Somebody ask, why you do this if it's so dang nerve-wracking? Because when it works, it's so dang satisfying. When it works, it's just a beautiful thing. I've got several things that that I've been gosh, was that mess? Several things that I've actually, from these other rocks down here that I got, I've actually got some stuff that's down to about biface size. That, gosh, I was so nervous about that, hitting that darn thing on the end like that. But I've got some stuff down to biface size. I need to get the base of this against something, I think. And I got them down to that, and then quit. stuck them in a box that I've got over here. I quit before I messed them up, and then we'll come back to them. I think that's another. I hope I've had this in the dang frame when I'm doing this. I don't have a clue. I don't know where my camera's pointing. I haven't filmed. I haven't made a video in a while. I'm out of practice. But yeah, that's something else that I've learned from watching you guys is instead of grabbing a piece of rock and just trying to make something out of it, just sit down and just try to make some bifaces. And that's something that has helped me. It's enjoyable instead of every time, you know, grabbing a rock and end up, you know, getting it down fairly decent and then snapping it in half. Because I should have quit and took a break. So watching you guys do those videos where you're just making bifaces, that's helped me a bunch. Well, it's helped me a bunch in the mindset of, okay, go ahead, take a break here. You don't have to finish this thing. It's not like it's not like you're being tested. You have to finish the project today. Okay, that's a nasty spot right there. So how do I want to do that? I guess I could just hit right. That might not be. I was gonna say, I guess I could just hit right there. But if I hit right there, I could bust this whole thing here off. All right, just keep going around here like that's not even there, like that doesn't exist. And see what it leads me to. Okay, so yeah, I'd had some friends after my knife I made, the second knife that I made turned out better than the very first one. I had some friends ask me if they could buy a knife. They said they would pay me if I could make them a knife. I tell them I ain't gonna charge you to make you a knife. One guy's been he was a friend in grade school. I ain't gonna charge somebody like that to make them something. But I've not had any luck. And I think probably because of the fact that what I was just talking about, just making bifaces and then quitting and make another biface instead of trying to finish something out. I've gotten things down to, you know, a biface, and then I go ahead and try to get it down to a preform stage, and where I should take a dang break and go in the house and watch Andy Griffith for a while, I keep on going, and then I'm not thinking clear, and I snap it in half. And have to start all over with another piece of rock, and then you run out of pieces of rock that are big enough to big enough to have something like that. There's so many good good flint knapping channels to watch. I mean, I'm not telling probably the people that will watch this, they already know. They already know everybody. They watch the same people that I do, I'm sure. But I end up seeing where one of them will mention another channel that I've never watched before, and then I'll watch that one and think, how in the world have I not seen this person's channel before? I'm getting about to the point to where I got away from this down here. I went ahead and I come down here and just started hitting on some little things just to come back to that section up there to see if I have some see if all of a sudden I have some vision of what to do about that, and it's not there yet. I look at it, it still looks the exact same. That's all I need. If I can get that taken care of, I would probably set this down and just pick up another one and try to get it to a rough shape like this. So let's go ahead and see what we can do up here. Well, I got a mouse in my pocket. See what I can do about it. You know, that took some of it off. And see, here's that thing I was talking about earlier, that I get into a spot where I'm not really sure what I'm doing and I need to think. See, what I've done is I've went to what I see Marty YB, that's his YouTube channel. Check him out. That's what I'll go to, like what I see him do, as far as just hitting and then just pecking the little edges off, and for whatever, maybe that's the reason he does it too. But when I do it, after watching him do it, when I do it, I can think more clear about what I'm trying to do. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to do what I'm trying to do. It just gets it to where I make a decision and I think, okay, that's what I'm going to try to do. So maybe that's why he does it. I bet he doesn't even realize he does it. You know, it's one of them things that you do things and somebody will say something about it and you go, what? I didn't know I did that. He might not even know he done it. He may have seen somebody else do it. I bet he just made it up on his own. He needs to get credit for it if he did, because I'll tell you what, it works. If you get yourself into a pickle where you're just frustrated with an area, just start, you take a little bitty piece come off, just go ahead and just barely just kind of mess around with it, see if you can get some stuff. Abrade it a little bit, and then just look at it again. It works for me. It works for me, so it don't mean it'll work for everyone else. It might. Gosh, it's gonna end up busting this whole end off here, but I gotta, well, that stuff's right up in my face. If I didn't have glasses on, some of that probably would have went in my eyes. If you don't wear eyeglasses, if you don't, I wear reading glasses when I'm doing this so I can see it. If you got good eyes and you don't have to wear reading glasses, or if you don't wear eyeglasses, wear safety glasses. And I guess even if you wear glasses, it would not be a bad thing to have safety glasses on over your glasses, because I'm telling you what, this stuff, when I was just doing that little stuff there a minute ago, that little bitty stuff come up, and you know you've had this stuff in your fingers and stuff in your legs before. I could not imagine what this would be like in your eye. Yeah, it'd be a trip to the ER, I would imagine, because it ain't. I would not think this would be something that you could walk it off. It's going to grab a hold in there. Yeah, I need to back this off of here. Oh, it's nerve-wracking, but it's kind of, yeah, don't get ahead of yourself. I was going to say it's kind of working. You can see right there that discoloration where that's weathered inside there. Hopefully it just goes under this little flake right here and not way on in there somewhere. Oh, that feels weird. It feels solid. I don't think I want to hit there again right this second. Okay, it doesn't look like it was just right there, so that's kind of a relief. Sorry for rambling on, but as crazy as I sound, it keeps me sane. Okay, I'm just gonna go around here and I'm just gonna try to knock some of these little things off here, and then I'm gonna put this in the box over there to come back at another time. Try to switch to a smaller bopper. I guess as long as this one's working, there's no reason to change, is there? Well, I say that and then I just hinged that, but that probably wasn't from the bopper, that was probably from my lack of ability. Probably what that was. And it's not like that hinge is gonna make any difference. That's still too dang, that's ungodly thick, so that's not gonna affect anything, because that's gonna be gone eventually. Should be, supposed to be. Oh golly, yeah, I need to put this down. Did you just see what I just did there? I was trying to nip the edge of that, and I hit like that. Fortunately, I didn't go after it. Yeah, we're gonna put this in the box to be come back to box. Put her in the come back to box. We're gonna put her in the come back to box and grab another rock. I'll be right back.